Every time I left home, I feel like Rona watching me. When I touch the ATM, she watching me. When I go for groceries, she watching me. When I sit down on the toilet in Sheraton, she watching me. I just always feel like I is one doorknob away from being a statistic on the news. Either way, we can't stay home forever. We got left home because we got things to do. We just talked about masks and hand sanitizer, but something else that we gotta remember is we gotta strengthen our immune system. So today, we gonna talk about vitamins, coronavirus, and Mia, cover your ears cause I got some good things to say about the D's. Recently, there has some interesting studies that come out about vitamin D and COVID-19. In the Philippines, patients with a certain amount of vitamin D was associated with an 8 times more likely chance to have a mild rather than severe COVID-19 outcome and a 20 times more likely chance to have a mild rather than critical outcome. A study in Indonesia found that out of the patients that died from COVID-19, 98.9% of them were deficient in vitamin D, while only 4% of the patients that were sufficient in vitamin D died. And then research from both New Orleans and India found that people that died from this thing also had vitamin D deficiency. Now all that research that I now say is both observational and correlational, which means that scientists still ain't sure the relationship between vitamin D and coronavirus. But big man, you know hear them figures? Where they got smoke, they got fire here? I ain't taking the chances. Either way, scientists found that in a study with 11,000 patients, that vitamin D supplementation helps with respiratory illnesses. So the next question will be, how you just get vitamin D? Well, you know how plants engage in photosynthesis? Humans engage in something called vitamin dermal synthesis. Our skin has an steroid that when hit with UV light, just turns into vitamin D. And of course, UV light just comes from the sun. So I know what you're thinking. This whole time we was getting told to stay inside the medication that we need outside? Listen, I ain't know here, that's how it sounded to me. Either way, here's your recommendations for getting vitamin D. Now how much UV light you get could be dependent on where you live. And we live in Barbados, and the sun will be so hot that I ain't surprised if the chickens laying boiled eggs. So if it's that we need sunlight, man, we should be good. Here are a few other things you may not know. I thought that if I take vitamin C, that's enough for me to fight off smallpox. But that don't seem to be the case, because in a meta-analysis of using vitamin C before and during a cold, it ain't really meant much difference when you get the cold. Now I know how it can work with coronavirus, but listen, I can take it anyway. Now you gotta bear in mind that those studies are also conflicting too, so I would still say it's good to have vitamin C supplementation in your diet. Alright, this video long and I know you got more videos to watch, so I got 2 more points. We gonna talk about zinc and we gonna talk about exercise. Older adults were found to be less likely to catch pneumonia if they supplemented with zinc. It was found that persons that use zinc acetate lozenges, pills, they use pills, man. The people that take these zinc pills had a 3-fold faster recovery from the common cold than those that didn't. And by the way, people that consume alcohol, which is all I wanna, may require more zinc, so we may gotta take more zinc in our diet. And finally, exercise is known to improve immune function. In research done on exercise, they found that exercise for 1 hour a day improved the immune system. However, too much exercise can increase the risk of illness. A study found that high-intensity cyclists have 4 times as many sick days as moderate cyclists and twice as many sick days as people that was just sitting home breezing and watching Netflix. So for all the wild men that's been in the gym that trying to get big legs like Nandy, watch out for that. They got a lot of other things that you could do to keep your immune system healthy, but we can keep the video short. Finally, we gotta remember that everybody's immune system is different. And it's different because of age, genetics, pre-existing conditions, and a whole bunch of things. But we can still make lifestyle changes to make our immune system as healthy as possible. So tell me, what changes you can make to improve your immune system? Leave a comment, question, query, or cuss word down below.